We're going to start off by going over a variety of things that we have found are consistencies in successful marketing efforts. And the number one thing that we have found that is a consistency among successful marketing efforts is the first thing that we found is margins. We want to spend a little bit of time on that this morning, and that's why the overhead is up here. And margins are really the key to marketing and also the key to success in business. We have found so many people that overlook the importance of margins and have no idea how they relate to the profitability of a business. Margins are sacrosanct to the success of a business. And I'm going to start out by giving you a great example. Does anybody know who the richest man in the United States is? Bill Gates. Everybody knows that. It's publicized twice a year. He's a multi-billionaire. He sells software. Software is one of the greatest products in the world for margins, because all of his cost is up front in the development of the software. And once that development cost is recouped, it's almost all pure profit. Think about it. For a little packaging, $1.50, $2 worth of packaging and a 32 or 36 cent disc, I don't know what they cost, but we print up a bunch of them. He goes out and sells these products for $60, $70, $100, $200, $300, $400, and the cost in it is very, very low. And if you have products with high margins, you are closer to success because you can make mistakes, you can screw up, and you can still make an incredible profit. And that's one of the things we found is when we look at people's failures, we'll speak to somebody and they say, I buy the product for $8.72, I sell it for $19.95. Well, the only way that that product is going to work is if you have a continuity of revenue after that initial sale that gets more and more money coming back to you. And you could be the most incredible marketer in the world, but if you have a product that costs just under $9, you sell it for $19.95 or $20, you're not going to be successful unless you have other products to sell to that customer. And many people overlook this. That's one of the reasons why most multi-level companies, when you get involved with them, if you're selling a $40 product and it costs $32, it's hard to make money. You've got an $8 spread. So you can't afford to pay for advertising to generate income and make sales. And people often go home and they wonder themselves, after trying 2 or 3 or 4 different ventures, why did I fail? And one of the predominant reasons is margins. You lost before you ever started. And I want to make an indelible impression about margins to you, because many of you have had that type of experience. How many people have ever tried to sell a product with a markup of only 2 to 1? In other words, you pay $10 and you sell it for $20, okay? Just show a couple of hands. There's a lot of people. If you wondered why you failed, you were losing right from the gate. It was tough to win. And there's a lot of other people that did, but they were afraid to put up their hands. They just don't want to raise their hands at this point. And you know, the people that did were like, I don't really want to admit it, but it was really me. But a lot of people go through this experience, and they're frustrated. And one of the things you're going to find as a result of going through this, you're not only going to know how to make something work, you're going to know if it doesn't work, what to do about it to make it work, or whether or not to scrap it. But the foundation that we're going to go through in the first 2 hours is going to teach you exactly where to begin to evaluate any product, service, or information so you can decide whether to move forward with a test of that particular product, service, or information. Give you another example. Oakley sunglasses. Sunglasses have amazing margins. How do they buy sunglasses?
By the pound.
They buy sunglasses by the pound. It's like a commodity. I mean, I've got a pair of Bolle sunglasses. I think I bought them because Brett Ogle wears them. And I figured, you know, if I put them on, I'll play as good as Brett Ogle. And Mike Laurie will tell you that last Saturday that didn't happen. Mike Laurie and I played in a golf tournament. We shot about 1 million. The good news is there's people at the golf course in the place where I'm a member that are like 80. So we didn't come in last because they shot like 1.3 million. But I bought the Bolles because I know Brett Ogle, and he endorses a friend of mine's company. And I figured, well, you know, put these on, and before you know, I'll hit the ball 20 yards further, and I putt a little bit better than Brett Ogle. But nevertheless, the sunglass story is another example of a product. Haven't you wondered why all these sunglass companies are so successful? It's margins. It's not the sunglasses, it's margins. Eagle Eyes. Anybody ever seen the Eagle Eyes infomercial? How many people have ordered Eagle Eyes from television? They don't want to admit it. They're probably all on the list. I can check with Mike Levy. But Eagle Eyes, you get 2 sunglasses for 3 payments in $19.95. I mean, the product cost on that is probably $3.50, $4. You've got a 10 or 12 to 1 margin going in. Does this demystify some of the confusion you've had about succeeding with products? It's margins. It's all margins.